Hey, you guys! It's your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and today marks 5 years, 180 days of my ketogenic journey. We'll talk about why my hair is looking a fright in just a second. There's no either or. Anyway, got a lot to talk to you guys about. I was wrong, and I was right. Something like that. Anyway, you guys, we're going to talk about my ketogenic journey of the last 24 hours. And a lot of stuff that I know is going on, but I was kind of hoping I was wrong because I don't really want to, but I gotta. So we're going to talk about it. All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell. It is time to rant, rave, misbehave, and do a weigh-in Keto Diamond style. All right. So the other day, you guys know, and I marked it on my calendar, hubby took me for a cheat thing. And I might have latched onto some weight because of that the day after. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Because, for one, I've been telling y'all I'm going to do a video on water retention. Now, this isn't that video, but I'm going to go ahead and hit some basic points because I think it's a big deal for me. It's something that's definitely going on with me, and it's driving me nuts. And I know it's happening, but I hate it. And it seems like they don't correlate, but they do. Because sometimes two things can be true at once. Did you know you could hold a lot of fluid while being dehydrated? Because of being dehydrated.
You know why?
Why? You know?
70% of your body, maybe a little more, is made out of water.
Like he said, 60 to 80% of your body is made out of water.
70 something.
Right. Well, that's kind of an in between. It's like a 75% average, but
no, 70% to 80%.
Okay. Well, anyway, a lot of your body's made out of water. Okay, and if you're lacking a little water, it can cause you to actually retain water very quickly. So I know that I have been chronically dehydrated for a very, very long time. Partially because years and years ago, when I was 27 years old, I got high blood pressure. They found out for my high blood pressure, I needed a fluid retention pill and lisinopril. For some reason, one doesn't work without the other. I have to have both. Now, both can cause dry cough and all kinds of things. But certain times a year, because it's drier here, is much, much worse for me. Sorry. And it turns out a lot of this right here, this dry mucousy stuff, that's also caused by dehydration. These little red lines that run all through my cheeks are worse when I'm dehydrated. The wrinkles across my forehead are worse when I'm dehydrated. I about guarantee you on every video, you guys have said, wow, your skin looks great today, was because I was not dehydrated at the time. Or I was holding on to fluid that was filling up the wrinkles in my face. Either way, it's fluid. Trying to concentrate on drinking water, but let's touch on a few things that can cause dehydration, and then I'm going to tell you how I know I'm dehydrated. So a few things, just simply dry air. Here in North Carolina, during the hot season, it's muggy. It's wet. The air is wet. You walk outside, you're just wet. It draws the sweat out of you, which actually can dehydrate you. It's just crazy, but it can. Not drinking enough fluid, obviously. Drinking too much caffeine from coffee and teas, which also, and soda pop, which are also diuretics, which make you pee a lot, which cause you dehydration. And then peeing too much. Or exercising and sweating too much too. But like urinating too much. And I've got kind of a double threat because I'm keto. And I bounce back and forth in and out of ketosis, which means I grab on the water, then I pee a lot. Then I grab on the water, then I pee a lot. Then I also have to take that daily diuretic fluid pill, which makes me pee a lot. It makes me really, really thirsty all the time. And if you drink a lot, you pee a lot. It's kind of this catch-22 and a double-edged sword. So it's a real big thing. I'm trying. There's also colds and stuff going around too. But this thing has been hanging on for quite a while. And I'm not sick. I just have... And I'm wondering if that's been a situation a lot every year. I also did a video here on my channel that actually got a little bit of attention. It didn't go viral or nothing like that, but got a little bit of attention. Called How I Cured My Blood Pressure in One Day. And it's funny how quickly we forget things. Because I actually got off my blood pressure medication by intentionally drinking more fluid and water. Which again can make you pee. But you need the fluid. You need the water. You got to drink it. Otherwise you get dehydrated. Two things can be true at once, right? It's just how it works. But anyway, I want you to know, dehydration, well, if you look it up, it'll say it's caused by excessive sweat. It gives you a very kind of basic thing that doesn't really tell you the whole story. But if you go step by step and Google dehydration and cough, or dehydration and high blood pressure, but see, if you look up dehydration, it's going to tell you one of the symptoms is low blood pressure. But it never tells you it's high blood pressure unless you intentionally Google dehydration and high blood pressure. So drinking fluids dilates the blood vessels, opens things up, lets things move around a little bit more, causes it to be less sticky, which another thing I always had with it, I used to have, was sticky platelets, like really bad sticky platelets. It was a really high platelet count. They were all jammed and stuck together. My platelet count had to be done special. They actually had to count them by hand instead of letting the machine do it. By hand is not the right word. I just can't remember. Manually. They had to do it manually instead of doing it by machine, because the machine could not really do it justice, you know. So, yeah, I mean, it can cause high blood pressure, which I do think it's a portion of my problem, since I was able to get off my pills by drinking a lot of fluid. So, yeah, there's that. But, crepey fingertips. You know how when you get in the bathtub and you're in the bathtub or shower too long, or you've been washing dishes for quite a while, and you pull them out and the tips of your fingers are pruny and together? Mine do that without being in the water. I can look at my hands at 9 a.m. and they're crepey on the bottoms. They're also dry. They're crispy to the touch. Rubbing fabric feels really gross and weird. And that is a sign of, you know, dehydration. Old looking hands, actually a sign of dehydration. Deeper wrinkles, sign of dehydration. Cracked dry lips, sign of dehydration. Hold on, because I keep this, like, I've got 5 of these. There's in my purse or my desk drawer, they're everywhere. And Burt's Bees has about the best ingredients. I'm just going to tell you all that now, because you don't want to put, like, petroleum. It's a whole thing. But this has the best ingredients anyway. But yeah, here's another fun one. I just love this one. Static electricity in the body. I get electrocuted, especially this time of the year. I mean, it don't take much for me to get shocked any damn way. But this time of the year, you know how when you pull clothes at the dryer, it cracks and crackles? My hair does that if I touch it with a comb right now. Or it's super oily, and here's something crazy that's counterproductive or counterintuitive. It sounds wrong, but it's true. Your hair actually gets extremely oily on the top when you're dehydrated. It doesn't look bad right now. You think that's a fun fact?
No, fun.
Do you have a fun fact?
Yeah.
All right.
Fun fact. There are actually infinite universes, and there are infinite multiverses.
I have Zach today, by the way.
And guess what?
What?
The sun's gravity force is up to 9,000.
Ah.
A little more, actually.
Okay, well, I'm talking about something else. So, anyway.
Yes, the Jupiter's gravity force is up to 300,000. 350.
He might be right. I don't know.
I
Didn't
am
think
right.
about that. Okay, awesome. All right, so anyway, here's the crazy thing. My hair gets really, really oily on top and really, really dry at the bottom. If I take a comb through my hair, I get this big ball of my hairs floating in the air. Don't take a balloon to my hair because we'll all get electrocuted. I promise. We'll see sparks flying. The hairs on my arms will even stand up quite frequently all by themselves. Now that's from dry weather and dry skin and dehydration, lack of fluid. For anybody who don't know, all of your nutrition starts on the inside. You can put hand lotion on all day long, and that might help some, but you're not going to actually fix the problem until you fix the internal problem. All your nutrition, everything, your skin starts from the inside, your hair starts from the inside of your body, everything starts from the inside out. So you kind of got to do it, and if you don't want to. Now, I don't mind a good glass of cold water. I do not like when it gets warm. I know some of y'all want to put your stuff in the microwave. I can't do it. No. But that's you. That's me. That's, as long as it's cold, I can do it. I've got an ice jug of cold water in my refrigerator that I pour this in every 15, 20 minutes without drying it myself. Trying not to anyway. Feels like I want to. But I know I need to, so. All right, so here's the crazy thing. I can take a brush. Where's that brush? This brush right here. And if I start at the top of my hair and pull down, so much oil goes down into the bottom of my hair that my hair is all oily. But it looks really, really gross and really, really heavy. And the only reason it don't look too bad right now, which it kind of looks bad, but the only reason it don't look too bad right now is I washed it and I haven't combed it. Heaven forbid I use conditioner. It's just a big old grease ball. And if I don't, whew. So, of course, that old no conditioner on top, conditioner on the bottom. Been doing that. Still can't touch it. Still, I'm just a big static ball. Everything metal at work is electrocuting me. And it's been doing that, especially since the weather got drier and you're using dry heat in the house. All that stuff. Of course, got a pot of hot water on the stove. Put a little moisture in there. Doesn't really do that damn much, but a little bit. Helps with the whole sinuses being tight. Helps with the gunk in the throat a little bit. Not a lot. Like I said, not much at all. But it's a little bit better than having no moisture in the air at all. And again, I'm trying to drink water. Been trying to remind myself. And one of the worst parts is at work I don't. I never do. I take a big old glass of coffee with me. Big old cup. And then I have a Monster. Oh, by the way, I know Monsters are dehydrating. They're like extremely dehydrating. Because I drink one Monster. My lips draw together like I've been sucking on a lemon. Everything dries, breaks, cracks. I need to stop messing with them. But for some reason at work, they're there and available, and I just drink them. They're sugar-free because I'm sugar-free. But, yeah. And this is just a little bit of stuff that I wanted to talk about with the dehydration thing. And I bring it up right now because I'm dehydrated. And a lot of you possibly are too, especially with the weather change. And even worse if you're taking diuretics. Even worse if you're kicking yourself in and out of ketosis. A lot of these things, not necessarily good for us if we do it, but I just want you to kind of be aware of it and start drinking more water. Me too. I don't want to. I got to pee. Right? Tell me I'm the only one. And in all honesty, we are not supposed to take hot showers and baths, really. It's not really good for the skin. And a lot of people are like, open the pores. Why the hell do you want to do that? You just let the dirt in. Keep them closed. Wash your face with cold water. Don't do that. I only say this as somebody who gets very few pimples. I never wash my face with hot water unless I'm in the shower. And then most of the time, my hot water has ran out because I kind of do my face last with some special stuff. But that's me. Of course, ways to get rid of fluid retention, good ways are to drink more water, which is weird, right? Potassium and magnesium, and to move around a lot. I watched the Thomas DeLauer video a little bit ago, and I really need to go back because, like I said, I want to do a comprehensive video on this. But there's just walking, moving, and keeping the fluid from pooling in those areas. Actually moves the fluid around, helps you urinate it out, keep it from pulling in your feet, your ankles, your butt. Mine loves my hips. It really just does. My jeans do not want to fit when I grab all this fluid. And I grab it fast, and that's another sign of dehydration is how fast you grab fluid. Now, of course, I can look at a piece of candy and gain fluid weight. But heaven forbid it touches my lips, because that's going to be there for a few days or weeks or months. I need to get I need to rehydrate and assess the situation as far as how much fluid I can latch onto and how fast I can. And I need to just damn drink the water and stop bitching, but I'm bitchy. Anyway, all right. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, because a lot of people don't know what all dehydration can cause and what all causes dehydration. And like I said, if you Google it, the list is not very comprehensive. It gives you minute details of what it could be and what could be signs and symptoms, but it doesn't give you everything. Like, if I just look it up, well, I have high blood pressure, so that couldn't be caused by high blood pressure. But then you Google it with the word dehydration and high blood pressure, and yes, the hell it can. So there's a lot more signs and symptoms than it's out there. So if you're struggling with something and you think it could be something, go ahead and Google the terms together, or whatever search engine you prefer. Jake's over there snoring. He was bitching at me when I started this video, but I told him to hush his mouth. He hadn't been out but 10 minutes ago. They'll start with me tonight, but he will. But right now he's snoring. All right, let's talk keto. I had a very plain, basic keto day yesterday, and I went up a pound. Now, it could be from the foods I ate yesterday, because usually, but it could also be from the night before. So my last 2 keto days have been very, very confusing. For those of you who didn't watch the video that posted today, I put it on last night, but I fell asleep, so I forgot to post it, and I posted it this morning. But day 4 yesterday, my husband treated me with Domingos, which is a Mexican restaurant. I had a margarita and a chimichanga.
I went there before, yay.
Yeah, you have been there before with me. But I went down like a pound or so. I can't remember. And yesterday I had a great keto day, and I went up a pound or so, which could be fluid issues. It could be from the night before. Could be from the bacon I had yesterday, but it better damn not be. I'm telling you, I'm not giving up that bacon. I'm at the point now, I'm just going to start eating keto. And if I go up, I go up. If I go down, I go down. I don't care. I'm tired of fighting it. I say I don't care. I do care. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to eat this bacon. I don't care. After I eat the bacon, I'm like, damn, please don't give me fluid retention. And I did kind of hope the other night that I told my body, we ain't going to hold on to no fluid. You're going to let that crap go. We don't need it. I was hoping that worked. But it might not have. I might have got that pound the next day. I don't know. But, yeah. It's like, damn. Come on, man. Well, we gonna try the fluid. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you the weigh-ins, what I ate, and everything. I'll be right back. Good Monday morning, 163.4. Breaking my fast at 5:30 in the p.m. And I had a piece of cheese while I was cooking this, like a piece of cheddar, 2 eggs, some bacon, got ice water, and some Diet Dr. Pepper. All right, you guys. For dinner, I'm having bacon, egg, and cheese truffles. I had some bacon left over from this morning, so I just figured I'd use it. Tuesday morning, cold feet, 164.4. So if my calculations are correct in my head from this morning that I don't hardly remember, I went up a pound. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. I'm back. I just sit down. My camera came on by itself. It's got this feature where you just, if it's these 5 fingers, it turns on. So yeah, irritated, but don't care. I did good yesterday as far as trying my keto day. Should have been fine. Went up a little bit. Still gonna eat the bacon. I'm done. I don't care. Go eat the bacon. I try too hard sometimes. I put too much stress on myself too sometimes. And at the same time, I kind of want to because I want to lose weight. But more weight. I done lost 155 pounds. If you're new here, this is not a new keto journey at all. This is one that has been very successful. It just hasn't been everything I wanted it to be. Although I'm alive, I'm well, and I'm healthy, and I feel good. All the blood pressure issues and dehydration issues. And my fingertips drive me nuts because they're snagging hold of everything. Oh, Here's a fun fact. I started to tell y'all this a while ago. Sometimes my cell phone does not work with my fingers. It doesn't. You know how you have that fingerprint scanner? Mine has that. Mine don't work with it. My daughter's does. Everybody else's works with it. Mine does not. Like, I can touch it. I can get it all set up just right. And it'll work for 2 or 3 days. And then it won't work anymore. It does not recognize my fingerprint. And that happens all the time. I cannot use my fingerprint scanner. My fingerprint's in there. It's been changed a few times. Still don't work. These don't work. Anytime there's been a fingerprint thing, my fingerprints change. They don't really change. The levels of creping and prickliness and all that stuff, that changes frequently. Now I am very blessed because I don't have like psoriasis or eczema or anything like that. So it's not apparently severe, which I'm not saying that all that stuff is caused by dehydration. I know it's food choice. It's a lot of different things, but as far as skin conditions is concerned, some dry skin a little bit, some crepey fingertips, excess wrinkles that I don't want, that irritates me. They can go. But anyway, dry lips. My lips are always cracked. I can literally, like, my lips go through layers. I can peel those off all the time. Need to drink more water. I know. But there's something else I was going to tell you, and I forgot what it was. Oh, sometimes, like, just to scroll through my phone, I have to lick my finger like you would with a page of a book. Just to, like, make it recognize my finger. It's like I'm wearing gloves or something. My phone's just like, no. TikTok. It's irritating, especially when you're trying to unlock your phone. Just that little code thing. I don't know how that works. But again, there was something else I was going to tell you, but might have been a lie. Try not to lie to you there. But there was something that I was... it's just funny how dehydration can make you retain fluid, but retaining fluid does not stop you from being dehydrated. Fantastic, right? So that is my current comprehensive video on hydration because I covered a lot of it. But again, I'd like to cover it better. But if I don't get around to it, this was good enough because this caught most of it. So anyway, that's the news. The weather is dry, staticky. Even when it rains right now, there's no humidity in the air. So we're in North Carolina. Generally, our humidity is between 70 and 90% when it's warm. When it's cold, it's like under 50%, and for us, 50% is like dry, static, don't touch nothing metal. Okay? So, anyway, I guess that's all I got for you guys today. Please let me know your issues with hydration. Can you get hydrated good? Do you have problems with that? Have you noticed any of those signs and symptoms I was telling you about with dehydration? Burp, I think. Water burp, too. Nasty. Not good. I'm trying to do that without drowning my insides. You know what I mean? Which I wonder if it's going to cause fluid retention. That's perfectly keto today. We'll find out. But I mean, yeah, I guess it could. I guess it could quite easily. Don't. Hair sticking in my face. You guys, if you need help, I will help you better than I can help myself. I promise you that. I'm really good at that. But anyway, contact me. My contact information is below. I help everybody for free. I wrote everything out plain, simple, and easy over on KetoDiamond.com. Nothing to sign up for, nothing to join. There's some great ways to support the channel in the description below, including getting yourself a Keto Mojo for 15% off. That is a helpful tool on keto. So, you don't have to have it, but it's helpful. Anyway, you guys, much love, many prayers. I'm going to get the hell off here before I drink any more water. Bye, y'all.